We live in a world with all this incredible technology that's supposed to keep us connected. But doesn't it sometimes feel like making a real, genuine connection with another person is harder than ever? Well, today, we're going to break that down. We're talking about mastering connection and influence. And here's the good news. It's not some kind of magic. It's a skill. And like any skill, you can totally learn it.
Have you ever had that feeling? You know the one. You're in a meeting, maybe just talking with family or friends. You're laying out your case perfectly, your logic is flawless, and you're getting absolutely nothing back. It's like talking to a brick wall. It is so frustrating, right? And it's a massive sign that something fundamental is just not clicking in that conversation. So, here's the big secret. The thing that changes the entire game. The key to being heard, to connecting with people, to actually having influence. It's got nothing to do with having the cleverest argument or winning a debate. It's all about how you make other people feel. That's it. When you get right down to it, that's what everything hinges on.
All right, let's dive into the most important piece of the puzzle. This is the one fundamental secret. I want you to think of this as the golden key to understanding people, the thing that can unlock almost any door in your relationships.
Okay, so you're looking at two different paths here. On the left, that's our default mode, isn't it? Criticism, complaining. But let's be honest, when does that ever really work? All it does is put people on the defensive. It wounds their pride and makes them shut down. But the approach on the right, that's the powerful one. Honest praise, sincere appreciation. It doesn't attack anyone, it builds them up, and it fulfills a need that every single one of us has.
And this quote right here, this gets to the very heart of why that works. The deepest urge in human nature is the desire to be important. Think about that. It's not money, it's not even love, it's this deep primal need to feel like we matter. So when you criticize someone, you're directly attacking that core need. But when you offer sincere appreciation, you're giving them something they are absolutely starved for. So the big takeaway here is this. You have to stop thinking about what you want. It's about a radical shift in focus. To really connect, you have to find a way to spark an eager want in them. And how do you do that? By focusing on their interests, their needs. It's a complete flip from a me first to a you first mentality. And it all begins with just becoming genuinely interested in other people. Okay, so that's the core principle. But how do we put it into action? Well, let's get practical. This next part is your toolkit for building real rapport. We're gonna cover 6 simple, actionable ways you can connect with people. And you can start using these today. All right, here's the checklist. And as we go through it, you're gonna see a theme. Number 1, be genuinely interested. 2, just smile. 3, use their name. 4, be a great listener. Let them do most of the talking. 5, talk about what they're interested in. And 6, make them feel important, and you have to mean it. See the pattern? Every single one of these is about taking the spotlight off yourself and shining it on the other person. They're all simple ways of saying, I see you and you matter. Now, I want to pause on this one for just a second because it is so incredibly powerful and yet so easy to overlook. A person's name really is the sweetest and most important sound to them. Why? Because it plugs directly into that core human need we just talked about, that desire to feel important. When you use someone's name, you're acknowledging them as an individual. Forgetting it sends the exact opposite message. It is one of the simplest, most effective ways to build a bridge to another person. Okay, so we've got the tools to connect, but what happens when you actually disagree with someone? How do you persuade them to see your point of view without it turning into a huge fight? Well, that brings us to our final section, the art of persuasion. Now, these principles might seem a little counterintuitive at first. The goal here isn't to win an argument. The only way to win is to avoid it in the first place. The whole strategy is designed to lower the other person's defenses. Respect their opinion, even if you disagree. If you're wrong about something, just admit it, quickly and without making excuses. Always start in a friendly way. But the real masterstroke? Guiding the conversation so they feel like your great idea was actually their idea all along. That's a game changer. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. You can't just beat someone into submission with facts and logic. You might win the battle, but you will absolutely lose the war. They'll just walk away, digging their heels in even deeper. True persuasion isn't about force. It's about creating a space where someone feels safe enough to change their own mind. And that really gets to the heart of what influence is. It's not a dirty word. It has nothing to do with manipulation or control. Real influence is the ability to create a genuine connection, a real understanding that naturally inspires someone to change. It's not a power play, it's a partnership. When you really think about it, true influence is a superpower. It's the ability to navigate the world with less friction, less conflict, and way more cooperation. And the source of that power, the battery that makes it all work, isn't being clever or aggressive. It's empathy, the simple but profound ability to try and see the world from someone else's point of view.
So I want to leave you with this question, a little challenge. What one relationship in your life, at work, at home, with a friend, could you completely transform? Not by getting them to understand you, but by deciding right now to put all your energy into understanding them first. Just think about that. Try it and see what happens.